Welcome back to Kato Living. Our Kato Living star Kelsey joining us once again from Chankaska Creek Ranch Winery and Distillery. Did I get all of them?
You got all of it right.
Yes, because we're learning what mulled wine is, and I thought it was pronounced mulled. I thought then it was mold, but no, mulled, right, Kelsey?
Mulled wine.
Ah,
mulled.
dang it.
You're close.
I will always get it wrong. But what exactly is that
mulled wine?
Mulled wine.
So mulled wine is popular during the winter times. It originally started overseas in Europe. It became very popular in the olden days, 1800s. Even before that, people would warm up their wine and then they would add spices to it. Now it could be for healing purposes or just, you know, to add some flavor to it. So what you guys have is some mulled apple wine, and you usually use red wine for mulling, and then what we use also too is our apple wine. Tastes very, very good. So I made you guys a little bit of that mulled apple wine.
Okay.
So feel free to
And then
go ahead, try it. Okay, and then
we wait to put this in there?
just wait. You try
Okay.
the mulled wine first.
Okay, we'll try the mulled wine. Oh, it's like spiked apple cider.
Yes.
Because this is
it's
your apple wine,
exactly-
right?
Yep, so this is apple wine. So it
I could
kinda
have a
tastes like-
couple of these.
It's supposed to be
pretty
like
good.
it. Yes, yes. Okay, and now the other thing sometimes that we like to add to it, we just released our Flaming Woodchuck, and this is a spiced brandy. And so
Okay.
it's similar, it has some like ginger and cinnamon flavors to it. And so I poured you guys just a tiny bit. You can add it in for a little bit of warmth and spice to your mulled
It's
wine.
like a
too.
sangria almost, right? Isn't that like what you put in sangria? Am I wrong?
Yeah,
I sound wrong.
Okay, and then I'm gonna be making some.
So we're gonna make some, and what we're gonna be doing is I'm gonna take this back with me to Chankaska after I leave today, and we'll be selling it tonight. So Jackson's creation here, we'll see how
let's
it
do it.
goes.
Witchcraft.
So, yes, and now it's just like cooking, so feel free to just kind of be liberal with things.
Okay.
So what we're gonna start with is we're gonna do 2 bottles of our
Two?
Creekside Red. So just go ahead and pour it on in
Have
there.
some fun, Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And so
I
when you're
think-
making this at home, it is, I mean, like I said, you can use any red wine that you have. We like to go a little bit lighter on the blend with it, just when you're gonna heat it up. You don't want it to be boiling, we want it to just be nice and warm. So what we use at the winery is kind of this urn. You can use a crock pot at home, you can use like a saucepan, anything just to heat it up. Now you're gonna add some brown sugar.
How much?
Like I said, you can kind of be liberal with it. Since we did 2 in there, I usually do like about a tablespoon per bottle with
Okay.
it. So maybe 2.5 of those scoops.
I don't want to
there.
spill.
You can do it over that too.
Oh yeah, that
So
would be
if you
smart,
do
know?
spill, it's okay because like I said, it's like cooking. Feel free to be a little liberal with it. And then we like to add some cinnamon.
Okay.
A little bit of
Just
just
a
like a
little?
sprinkle in there. Yeah. Perfect.
Look at that.
Wow, Jackson.
Hey, I used to be a cook back in my day.
And then also what we have, we always like to add some orange in there too. Cloves, so what I like to do is put the cloves into the orange, so that way they're not floating around in there at all. So feel free to go ahead and put the oranges in there.
All of them?
All of them, yeah. Usually I'll cut up like a whole orange and you put all the cloves in it. You can use like star anise is really good too. We've done that in the past. If you have allspice or nutmeg, feel free to give it a little shake in
love
there
all these
too. Think of all the
spices.
spices. So anything you have at home can be there. And then to top it off, we have our mulling spices. So we sell these at the winery. And they're gonna have just a bunch of flavors in it. They're all listed on the back of it. Similar to what we put in there already. Nope, you're just gonna put in the whole thing.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yeah. So
Okay.
the cork on there is gonna let it float at the top there.
Okay.
And so then what we're gonna do is give it a little stir.
And the event is happening when?
So we have this available all weekend. So we're going to be selling mulled apple wine, or mulled wine, I should say, our Creekside Red, all weekend. We do have some apple wine available for purchase. We are running low on it, so if you do like apple wine, if you guys are liking this, get out there this weekend.
This is
and try
amazing,
it
by
out.
the way. So this is pretty good.
Jackson's not a wine guy, so it's kind of impressive
I
that
know,
he's saying he
yes.
likes it.
And then, yeah, and if you do like to add a little bit more to it, we have our flaming woodchuck available at the winery. We're open this weekend, and we'll be selling the mulled wine all weekend.
It sounds like so much fun. And if somebody wants to come out, where can they find you?
You can find us right off of Highway 22. We're right in between Mankato and St. Peter, Kasota area. And like I said, we'll be open till 9. We have live music tonight, Friday and Saturday nights.
Awesome. Cheers to that. Thank you so much, Kelsey,
Thank you,
and thanks for the
Kelsey.
recipe. And so to come on Kato Live